Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. Today I'm coming back with yet another Gemini deck. Geminis are so fun, and you know, they keep getting support, so I just can't stop playing them, and I wanted to build at least one last deck using Unleash Your Power as the main engine of the deck. So it's still very similar to what I've been using in the past. We're still gonna use balance. We're still gonna have, you know, the 8-6-6 ratio, but we did have a few changes. I believe this is the easiest way to go into your synchro summons, and Unleash Your Power, even though it's just a common card, I think it has great potential. So it's a quick play spell. All Gemini monsters that were on your side of the field when this card was activated are treated as effect monsters and gain their effects. During the end phase of this turn, set all monsters affected by this card effect. So the reason why this card is really good to go into your synchro summons is because you don't have to spend your extra normal summon, you don't have to spend your supervise. You can just activate this while you have your Toon Magician and your dog, you know, whatever other Gemini monster on the field. Go into your synchro summon, and you don't have to worry about the downside of this card, quote unquote downside. That the monsters are going to be set during the end phase. So it makes for some really interesting plays. So as you can see, I basically replaced the supervise for Unleash Your Power. I did keep one supervise since I don't have a third Gemini Spark, so that's what I'm using for the spells. For the monster, we got rid of Evocator because we're only running one equip spell, so there's no point in using it, and we just maximized on Toon Magician. And then I wanted to try Future Samurai. The effect didn't come up as much, but it's another removal effect. Once per turn, you can banish one monster from your graveyard to target one face-up monster in the field, destroy that target. And the really cool thing about, you know, going into your synchro summons using either Future Samurai or Dark Valkyria is that you don't have to choose which effect. You know, you don't have to either go into Valkyria or go into Toon Magician. You can just activate the Unleash Your Power, destroy something, and then immediately go into your synchro summon. So this card is really good. For the traps, I'm still running 2 Canadian and 2 Birthrights for, you know, the being able to use the graveyard. We can't use Powerful Rebirth again because it'll increase the level. But I replaced my what was I using before? I believe Drowning Mirror Force and Widespread Ruins. I replaced both those with Spike Shield with Chain. Since your monsters might end up in defense mode, it's good to have a card like Spike Shield with Chain to protect them. It also makes for some cheesy wins if your opponent blindly attacks into your monster and you have 1 or 2 of them set. You know, they'll end up taking a ton of damage. Extra deck, very standard: 2 Stardust Dragon, 2 Black Blood Drago, which is what you're going to be going into, and then 1 Flamble, just in case you have a Canadian, you can go into it if you need piercing. Running balance, again, we're keeping it, you know, pretty much like we used to, just throw in Unleash Your Power, which I believe is a very underrated card. I haven't seen many people use it, and it worked for me, as you guys will see in some of these duels. No live duels today. I had all these duels, or most of them, while I was at work, so you know, it's cool to get back and just record a video, not having to just use live stream duels. But we're going up against Mokuba. Good starting hand. We have Valkyria, Protection, and then Birthright in case our Valkyria leaves the field. Unfortunately, we're going to see Galaxy Cyclone on the Canadian right away, and that's fine. I just normal summon my Valkyria since I didn't pick up another monster, destroy the monster, and hit him for 1800. Here I just go for the destruction. I wasn't worried about this card because he didn't activate it the first time I attacked. But this one, you know, was a little fishy, so I went ahead and used my Gemini Spark after I equipped the Supervise to Dark Valkyria. I also wanted to hopefully draw into another monster and, you know, go into my synchro summon. But I pick up another Birthright, which is okay. A monster would have been better, but I still get to normal summon my Valkyria, put the counter on it, and force the enemy controller on my opponent's side. I get hit with yet another Galaxy Cyclone. He's gonna destroy my Valkyria with Drill Droid, and this is the combo that the very generic combo you're gonna go into. You want to have your tuner and you want to have your Valkyria. You're gonna activate Unleash Your Power, destroy something with Valkyria first, and then go into your Synchro Summon, whether you're going into Stardust or into your Blood Drago. There we go, Synchro Summon. And that's it. Just go for the game. The real cool thing is that if you do that combo, you can get rid of a monster with Valkyria. If you have another Gemini in hand, you can also get rid of back row after you Synchro Summon. So it's very easy to just swing for game after that play. Here we're going up against my friend Bless Gobar. We opened up a duel room for a little bit while I was at work, and I started testing the deck there. So he's gonna be running Zane with Cyber Style. Sets 2 cards. I decided to go ahead and go for the attack. They take the cheap damage. I felt pretty safe because I had Gemini Spark. He makes kind of a crucial mistake here by chaining enemy controller to his Dynatherium. I can respond with my Gemini Spark on the face down. He won't steal a monster and I get to pretty much clear his entire board. And because he activated Dyna's effect, I get a monster right back. So I just pick up his Dyna. He's gonna use the skill, summon Thestalos, decides to not attack, fearing my back row. And all I had to do is activate my Birthright, normal summon my Twin Magician, and go into the boy Stardust Dragon. We're gonna set the Canadian, and that's pretty much it. We didn't get to use our Unleash Your Power this time around. Zaborg is gonna activate the effect, I negate with Stardust, and we reach the scoop phase. So yeah, I think this deck goes into your synchros a little bit easier than the other build did. Whether that makes it better or worse, I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. I'm just having fun playing Geminis all together. Going up against Luna. My opponent just passes. Doesn't look like they have anything turn 1, so I take the cheap 1800 damage. We're gonna follow up with a Birthright, and then we see a triple back row. So we're gonna use Valkyria's effect to destroy the monster, go for the attack. The fact that he summoned this in attack mode seemed pretty fishy to me, so I decided not to go through with my attack and just end my turn. I'm gonna see him summon another Jasmine, going to Inverse Universe. Super Solar Nutrient to go into Nettles? Needles? How do you say that? Anyway, he decides not to Synchro Summon and just take all the damage. I'm gonna normal summon my Twin Magician, and these are the combos you can go into because of Unleash Your Power, especially when paired with Supervise. It's just too good. So I'm gonna summon both my monsters, activate Unleash Your Power. Valkyria is gonna destroy something right away. I equip the Supervise just so that I get something back after I Synchro Summon. So we're gonna go into Black Blood Drago. Unleash Your Power is not once per turn, which means that when my Valkyria comes back, I can activate it again, destroy the other monster, and go for game. Inverse Universe is not gonna save him. My Blood Drago has plenty of defense, and that wins me the game. We have a Yubel. This duel was really cool. I was in control the whole time, but it was really cool to see how Stardust Dragon completely shuts down Yubel decks. I would have had the OTK at the beginning, and it turns out he summons a Yubel, so I have to go into my Stardust, and then I just win the game, as you will see. Going first, we're gonna summon Twin Magician, set the Helisoid Canadian. I didn't want to use my Supervise just yet, since I have the Unleash. So right here, this is what I meant. I had game. I have the Supervise, so after I destroy this, I can go into my Synchro. I'm gonna get a monster back, and then that's over 4,000 damage. But it turns out it is a Fire King Avatar Yaksha, so he's gonna summon Terror Incarnate. So instead of going into my Gemini, I'm gonna go into his Stardust Dragon, because Stardust Dragon can easily take care of all of Yubel's effects. So we're just gonna summon that. There was no point in using my Supervise to get another monster. It was gonna get destroyed eventually. So I just keep my Stardust. Yubel, Terror Incarnate, tries to activate during the end phase. We're gonna negate and destroy. And this lets him activate or summon Ultimate Nightmare. But we're not scared of Ultimate Nightmare at all. We actually attack into it so we can trigger the destruction effect, negate it, and then his whole Yubel deck is gone. So he has to rely on, you know, the rest of his strategy, which was decking me out with Neospace and Glow Moss. And that was kind of annoying at first, because I just could not destroy it. He kept ending my battles. And then finally I decided to use my Birthright and just destroy him with Valkyria instead. We're gonna activate Unleash Your Power. Destroy first. Needle Sealing I can easily negate with my Stardust. So Stardust just coming in really clutch. 3 negations already in this duel. We're gonna go for the Supervise so that when I Synchro Summon I can get a monster back. And we're gonna go for the back row removal right away. Fortunately, we see Powerful Rebirth, so he's going to survive here. But I decided to set the use Canadia to set the Neospace and Glow Moss. I didn't want to deal with the effect anymore, so I was just gonna attack it face down. He responds with Curse of Anubis, but my Valkyria has not been summoned, so it's still a normal monster, and my attack goes through. Stardust comes back, and then my opponent finally surrenders. Very easy, very cool duel on my part. I'm sure my opponent didn't have fun there, but... And then for the last duel, it's just a cheesy win. You don't really get to see Unleash Your Power here, but it was towards the end of the day when I was playing, and I just decided to save it. That it would give you guys a laugh. So we're gonna see balance. We're going second, and you probably already know where this is going. We have double Spike Shield with Chain. Pretty broken, so I just go ahead and set my Future Samurai. He decides not to do anything, so I go for the attack. I assume he was running Destiny Drop at 1600 attack. You know, it's not going to trigger it. We're going to see Silent Magician. Luckily, he doesn't attack. He fears the back row. So I give him a false sense of security by going full defense. You know, make him believe he's in control. He now has a 3500 attack, Silent Magician. But with my double Spike Shield with Chain, that's not gonna matter. I think we go up to 7200 defense, and he's gonna take 3700 damage to the face. I had Gemini Spark. I have plenty of ways to deal with the Silent Magicians, but that was just a funnier way to end, you know, end the duel and end this video. So this is gonna be my last Gemini video for a while. I'll probably come back and use this during the stream because, like I said, I'm having tons of fun. I think this card has a lot of potential. I might try different builds that, you know, use different monsters other than your regular Valkyria. Future Samurai, like I said, didn't get to shine that much, but I still think it has potential in a build like this, where, you know, you want to go into your Unleash Your Power, gain that effect before you Synchro Summon. That's gonna be it for me though. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link will be down in the description, along with my PayPal link if you guys want to support my channel, support my content. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna come back later on tonight and stream some Resident Evil 4 if you guys are into that. Make sure to tune in, and that's gonna be it till next time.